Swords up, Cav Nation! 60 years ago, Walsh College graduated its first class. Earlier this month, now Walsh University graduated its 61st class. You know, year over year, the men and women who have nurtured and sustained this environment that creates the conditions for our students to succeed have always been the main characters in our story. Faculty, staff, coaches, adjuncts, directors, benefactors, community members, neighbors, all of them doing their best, always propelling Walsh University forward. As we wind down this current academic year, that part of the story remains unchanged. However, this year we've seen the transformation in the use of some of our facilities. We've taken a resident hall and a piece of it have given it to the athletic department. We took a meeting room and we turned it into a lounge for our veterans. We took an office space and opened it up and expanded it to a larger classroom for our occupational therapy, and we took our campus ministry and moved them into the resident halls. This year we've seen the continuing transformation of academics. Now nearly 20 new programs in the last 4 years. And this year we added an MBA in school district leadership. We've also been very successful in revamping our aviation program and now have a 2+2 professional aviation program. Our groundbreaking partnership with Da Nang University in Vietnam has just received its final set of approvals from the government of Vietnam, and we are ready to begin enrolling students. This year we've seen the transformation across athletics. We had the inaugural season for both our women's stunt and our men's sprint football team. We've also established now men and women's rugby, and this fall we will have their inaugural season as Cavaliers with their nationally ranked team. We've seen our athletes excel in all sports all year long, to include building on those dynasty sports of men's basketball, women's lacrosse, and men's cross country. Our women's bowling program, for the first time in its history, won the GMAC Conference Championship. Our women's volleyball team, also for the first time in their program history, defeated our toughest competitor, Hillsdale College. And in the entire state of Ohio, our institution was the only one where the entire men's cross-country team qualified for the NCAA D2 championships. This year, we've also continued the transformation of our academic prowess. All of our education, all of our nursing programs were reaccredited. We sailed through our 4-year review, our institutional review with the Higher Learning Commission on our accreditation. And this year we've seen the continuing transformation of our reputation as we move from regionally recognized to nationally known. We had 4 world leaders here on our campus that inspired us and invigorated our intellectual life. We, for the 3rd time, hosted the S&T Summit, which is now gaining national recognition. We did consciousness raising on veteran suicide awareness, and partnering with Not for Sale, we held a day-long event with over 1,000 people here on a Saturday from our community, from Cav Nation. Even the Attorney General for the state of Ohio was here to stand against human trafficking. All of your efforts, Cav Nation, have not gone unnoticed. We now have the 3rd best online nursing program in the state of Ohio. Our DPT program is rated 10th in the nation. Our MBA for Healthcare Management is rated 15th in the nation. And of all the programs in Ohio, our psychology programs rank in the top 25th. Is it any wonder that EWTN, which is seen in 140 countries, viewed by 400 million people, would want to come here as a backdrop for their filming for Living Right with Dr. Ray? You know, I could go on and on with your contributions. They are long and strong, but none of those are possible unless the talent, the drive, and the commitment of our people for our mission is present. In May of 1831, the French government sent Alexis de Tocqueville to this fledgling country to make an assessment. He traveled extensively looking at all aspects of American life, including our relationship with the Catholic Church. At the end, he published 2 volumes called Democracy in America. Volume 1 was published in 1835, Volume 2 in 1840. And in there, I can't help but note this recurring theme of how we were able to fare by unifying our efforts and attracting others. And that is exactly what we've been doing right here at Walsh University. For 64 years, we've been unified in a tradition that goes back 936 years. As we build Walsh 4.0, we've been unified across our campus, and we continue to attract others who want to be a part of this mission we have to help our students prepare for that first destination for their life and for their life's purpose. So in this moment, Cav Nation, know how proud I am of each and every one of you for the work that you have done all year long, but most especially for the care and the concern that you have shown others. So as we sunset this academic year of 2024 in the great American spirit of the Western frontier, let us ride off and reflect on the challenges that yet await us for tomorrow. Even as we cherish these experiences that we have, I'd like you to meet my horse and appreciate this opportunity we have every day to build men and women as leaders in service to others in a values-based education in the Judeo-Christian tradition. If I can just paraphrase for just a minute, Augustus Gus McCrae, who some of you may know as that experienced cowboy and retired Texas Ranger from Larry McCurdy's 1986 Pulitzer Prize-winning Western novel called The Lonesome Doves. It ain't dying I'm talking about, it's living. It don't matter how you die, it matters how you live. You're living right, Cav Nation. Thank you for all that you do. Keep it up, and we'll see you soon.